is Abby Johnson. I'm the registered dietitian at Georgia State University at our perimeter campuses. All this month, we've been talking about the importance of sleep. Sleep is so important. We need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. On the last segment, we talked about how what we eat impacts our ability to fall asleep, stay asleep, and get good quality sleep. We talked about a mineral called magnesium. So magnesium is something that we get through our food that's found in nuts and seeds and legumes. I have my pistachios here, so pistachios are an excellent source of magnesium. But magnesium helps to promote sleep by enhancing a neurotransmitter called GABA that helps to promote better restorative sleep. That also works in tandem with some other things that are found in food that also help us to sleep. So the next one we'll talk about is melatonin. Many of you may have heard that term before or seen it in supplements or heard people talk about melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that helps to promote or manages our sleep-wake cycles. Melatonin, we find it in supplements, and we talk about how the brain produces melatonin, but a lot of people don't realize that you can actually find naturally occurring melatonin in certain foods. The first one we'll talk about is actually, so tart cherry juice, or just cherries. Cherries are actually an excellent source of melatonin. Cherry juice is not only good for melatonin, but it's also very high in antioxidants, so it helps us to repair tissue damage. It helps us, it acts as an antioxidant, so it goes around and scavenges all the bad things that we don't want in our body, and it promotes recovery. But it also contains melatonin. They've actually done a study on tart cherry juice in elderly adults, and they found that consuming tart cherry juice closer to bedtime actually promoted better sleep, and it took on average about 17 minutes less to fall asleep. So that's pretty significant. Tart cherry juice contains melatonin, so it can promote better sleep as well as act as a very potent antioxidant. Melatonin is also found in our pistachios. And just like we talked about magnesium, magnesium is found in pistachios. Melatonin is also found in pistachios. And not just pistachios, but walnuts, almonds, and cashews also contain significant amounts of both magnesium and melatonin. So having just like a small amount, just a handful of pistachios before bed, maybe with a small amount of tart cherry juice, could help promote better recovery while we're sleeping and maybe help us to fall asleep a little bit more quickly. The other thing that we find in food is something called tryptophan. And you may have heard of tryptophan when we talk about turkey. Everybody talks about how turkey on Thanksgiving helps us to fall asleep because of the tryptophan. Well, tryptophan is an amino acid. An amino acid is just the basic unit of protein. So when we break down protein in our body, we break it down into different amino acids. Tryptophan is one of those amino acids. Tryptophan also promotes sleep. So having adequate tryptophan in your diet or having tryptophan-rich foods before bed can also help to promote better sleep. As you already know, or as I've already mentioned, tryptophan is found in turkey. So having a small amount of turkey before bed or maybe with dinner can help to promote better sleep. But it's not just turkey that we find tryptophan in. You also can find naturally occurring tryptophan in bananas, as well as dairy, such as cottage cheese or yogurt. You find naturally occurring tryptophan there as well. So maybe an ideal snack before going to bed, maybe a small amount of low sugar yogurt with half a banana chopped up. Those are two great sources of tryptophan that can also promote decent sleep. Remember, it's okay to eat something small before we go to bed. We just want to avoid those large meals because we don't want our body working so hard while we're trying to fall asleep. The last thing that I want to talk to you all about is an antioxidant called apigen. Apigen is found in chamomile, so chamomile tea, just like this hot tea that I have here. Chamomile promotes sleep, so that's why you find chamomile often in like your sleepy time teas or teas that are that they help you to fall asleep. Chamomile contains that powerful antioxidant that helps you to actually fall asleep. It binds with your brain receptors and it tells you that it's okay to fall asleep. So chamomile would be an ideal tea to have before bed. Remember, if you're going to have tea before bed, you want to make sure that it is a non-caffeinated tea. So like herbal teas like chamomile are okay, but you do want to avoid your caffeinated teas like green tea or black tea, because that can actually definitely interfere with the amount of sleep that you get. So I hope that you've gotten a lot out of the past few segments, and hopefully you've at least picked up 1 or 2 tips to help you to fall asleep, stay asleep, and be a better you when you wake up in the morning. Thanks for joining us.